historian here, Anthony Hopkins.
My word. Excuse me, sir. Hold on. Pardon. Historical inaccuracies are my thing.
You were incorrect, sir.
If you knew your history, you would be here sitting with your monocle and not your damn vodka bullshit.
I was going to come back with some. You're
not even drinking vodka. I totally fucked that up. It's like you're drinking rum.
So, stop. Go ahead.
Collaborate and listen. Right. Ice is back with a brand new event.
And here he is messing it up again. We're trying to get all serious here.
I would like you, sir, to display our affections towards Mr. Kyle and his munchies. If you could just be so kind as to put in your eloquence this dedication that you have towards the product in which he is trying to propel into the majestic nature of the edible universe.
What would you do if I said I love you? No.
You're saying that shit wrong. Get the fuck out of here. I say that you are the worst singer I have ever heard, and I would rather stick my dick in a meat grinder than not hit the gong on you.
Wow.
That was Simon. Nice to him.
Shut up, Simon, you asshole. You know, I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell, which we have one over there. Like, for real. We got cowbell. Ring that sucker. Yeah, see? Yeah! It's more cowbell. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle, along with my co-host,
Rick the Rizzo, and our other co-host,
Shawn.
And the other Mexican in the room, Miguel G.
And this is a critical look at all things gaming, movies, collectibles, and so much more. Welcome back to another exciting episode. Now, how was y'all's weekend?
It was crazy.
what was that?
I don't know.
It was interesting Sunday.
Crazy. Guys, don't believe everything you hear on the show. Okay. No, at work, this guy was looking into something, and I was asking him, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm like, he started going on like a tale, and I was like, wait, stop right there. Start at the beginning, and when you come to the end, stop. And it was all like, how was the time? I was literally the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland.
Wow. I was trying to figure out what that was.
He got it on.
I didn't really.
It's close.
No,
it's not perfect, but
no, I didn't see the movie, so I wouldn't know.
close.
You've never seen Alice in Wonderland?
The original.
The original, old school.
No,
Disney,
not the cartoon.
Not Jack Sparrow, gay pirate, fucking bullshit. I'm talking about the old school original Disney.
Oh, I thought you were trying to do the movie guy.
That's how he talks. He talks like this.
Oh, yeah, he does. You're right.
He talks with a lisp.
Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. I thought he had
And his line that he always uses when he goes, do tell. So when what is he like? Start at the beginning, and when you come to the end, stop.
That is him, yeah.
That is him right there. That's what it is. That's what it is.
You just need some more Captain Morgan.
I don't even have any. No, shut up.
He just does Muttley real well.
Scroteus is not in the building yet.
Who the hell is that?
That's Scroteus.
Who the hell is that? I am your overlord, you little shit. You remember me, you fucker.
You just said you weren't in the building. That's what I'm saying. So who is that?
It's a recording. He knew you'd say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Play.
All right, guys.
All right, let's get to it. How was yours?
Well,
You've been gone for a while.
I have. I've been working, doing some things.
We know. I told everybody you were playing with mufflers.
Playing,
And underage
a
kids.
big 3 inches. Guys. No, I've just been really busy. I'll be totally honest. Work's got me kind of jacked up. It's really hard. I get really tired. Like today, I just was not feeling it. I was so tired. And then on the weekends, I work. So it's a clusterfuck. So I know that if I'm not in a good mood when I come on here, it's not worth me coming on. So because I'm just not going to be funny, I'm not going to have that wit like I got today. And what ends up happening is I feel like I'm a burden to the show rather than helping it out. So had to make a few judgment calls and had to handle some business, And then one of the weekends I actually was technically kind of gone. I was on a little vacation with the wife, which was so refreshing. I went to Schlitterbahn. which was freaking awesome in New Bronzeville. So if you ever get a chance, go. We spent most of the time in San Antonio, and it was just a lot. It was
hot.
Yeah, it was. But you know what? We stayed in the hotel room a lot and just chilled out and just relaxed and
just to get away.
Yeah, honest. Yeah, if you're burned out, honestly, just go get a hotel. I know it's a little expensive. Get a hotel somewhere, San Antonio, Galveston, wherever. I mean, wherever you are, just go get a hotel somewhere and just relax. Don't just watch TV and scratch your ass and take a shower. I'll be honest with you, just laying there sometimes and just napping all day long was badass. It's very refreshing. Other than that, it was good.
Is that a code for sex?
No, that's what I did a lot of. But anyways, I like I said, I just needed a recharge, and I came back and I felt really good. It just, my job is very active and very moving, and it's a lot of brain and physical, and people just don't understand, and I just suck.
We understand, sir.
Oh, you better. Wait, what? So like the red.
We're
light's
always
not on.
there.
So, anyways, let's. How was y'all's weekend?
Well, my weekend, I had a wedding reception we did on Saturday. We had a lot of barbecue. It was really good. And then Sunday was interesting because we had to driving a truck over here and it died.
Yeah, and then we had to tow
it over here.
I still haven't looked at it. I mean, I know it wasn't a start. It's got all the reasoning to want to start, but it's a diesel and they have a lot of complicated stuff to them. So
I just wanted to point this out. I was like, Miguel wanted to push it.
Yeah, you don't push a long bed crew cab.
And then he realized pushing it, just going up this driveway wasn't.
I got it up the driveway, didn't I?
Not
by yourself. I mean, it was
brother.
amazing. I mean, it was. I mean, you literally walked over there and just like, move, get out the way.
The power.
Turns out Miguel's Kryptonian after all.
What about you, Shawn?
I mean, my weekend was okay. I spent a lot of it actually helping my sister. She's studying to get into the basically fitness training industry. So she's going through the NASM training. This is Anna, not Kelsey.
I don't even know who Anna is. Wait a minute, I think I've seen a picture.
Yeah, she's the other. She's one of the other sisters. I have 6 sisters, so it's the one right after the oldest, basically, and then after her is actually Kelsey. But we spent a lot of time just going over and drilling over chapters of the book. She's just in review right now. She actually has only like 8 days before she has to actually take the test. So spent a full just freaking 8-hour day just sitting there reading over the material and stuff. It's pretty much been most of my week has been doing that and trying to update the website.
Awesome. What about you, Miguel?
Well, I'm currently trying to find Anna on Facebook so I can friend her. No, my weekend was okay. Nothing fancy. On call again. And the highlight of the whole week was watching Rick sit out there sweating his ass off and you out there trying to fix the diesel and dumbasses not knowing how to drive in this town.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And try not to get me killed.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's dead serious. People just don't know how to drive anymore.
No, that's seriously. Like, every time I go for a drive, I say that every time. Like, people around here don't know how to fucking drive. Like, it's inevitable. It's like, I try to not say it, but I have to say it every time.
The dude has the hood up, has his blinking lights on. Kyle's parked behind him with his blinking lights on. I'm sitting there pointing, go to the left, go to the left. Dumbass still pulls up behind and parks. Then he gets upset because he can't go nowhere. I was pointing.
I'm sitting there, Kyle. I'm waiting for the tow truck to come, and I didn't realize that Kyle had turned off the hazards. And then I started to look. I was like, "Oh, the motherfucker shut the hood."
Yeah, I did on purpose.
Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into box office numbers.
Let us get into box office numbers. All right, for the week of August 4th through the 6th of 2017, your number one movie in its entirety is the dark Tower, grossing a $19 million weekend in its first opening weekend, a total budget of $60 million. I actually got the pleasure of seeing this, and I will keep my review slightly to the end because I don't want to have any spoilers for you guys who don't want to hear that shit. Moving on to number 2, we got Dunkirk coming in at $17 million this week with a total gross of $133 million with a budget of $100 million in its third week. Number 3, the Emoji Movie, Sad Face. $12 million with a total gross of $49 million, barely coming just under its budget of $50 million in its second week.
Seconding, huh?
The seconding.
I jinx!
Motherfucker. Number 4, Girls Trip, coming in at $11 million this week, grossing a total of $85 million with a budget of $19 million. Somebody's getting a Ferrari, okay? And that's in their 3rd week. And number 5, Kidnapped.
A true story.
That's the one with Halle Berry in it. It made a total of $10 million with a total of $10 million in its opening week with a budget line of they don't know what the fuck the budget was.
$1.
Any of y'all want to honorable mentions now that we've done the top 5?
Well, Rick saw Atomic Blonde. He's kind of excited about it. It's in its 2nd week, and it made $8 million with a $34 million so far.
We also did see Dunkirk.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that now? We can talk about it.
We can throw it in the review part when we get to Dark Tower and stuff.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. We remember. I remember.
Don't be shitting on the English.
On the English?
What the fuck is English? Anyways, any other ones in there? I don't really see anything that's jumping out at me besides Job Harry Met Sejal, which made $1 million. I have no fucking clue what that's about. That's obviously an Indian movie because it was directed by Yash. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I know that's a studio. I know.
You racist bastard.
Anyway, so that's up for box office numbers. Brought to you by
Uncanny Comics, where you can get your chlamydia needs.
Did you say chlamydia?
Oh, comic book needs. My bad. Well, you probably get that there too. I don't know.
So, all right, we're going to go and jump into trailer talk right here real quick. Nobody else do the trailer talk besides my voice?
Well, normally Kyle would bust out the banjo. But I saw those trailers. Kyle doesn't know if it's banjo-worthy day.
I narrowed it down just to a few. I deleted a lot of them. So
tell me what we're going to talk about, and then I may pull out the banjo.
There'll be no pulling out while we're in this room.
Wait, what? Get the fuck out of my house.
You the one talking about pulling out banjos.
I was like, all right, the first one we saw was directed by Angelina Jolie called First They Killed My Father.
It's a Netflix thing. It looks like it's weird, and it's another one of those. They did another one of these, an African one, where the young man's family gets killed. He becomes this warrior. I forgot the name of it.
Beast of Nations? Was it
Beast
that
of,
one?
yeah,
Black
Beast of Nations. It was really good. I did not like Angelina Jolie, and that's weird to say because I like the young Angelina Jolie, who was kind of a whore, but the new Angelina Jolie, I'm not sure if I like her. I'm sure it's going to be a good movie. They have a lot of tragic shit that happens over there. So I'll be honest,
right?
in Cambodia. Cambodia is every time I think of that area, all I think about is Rambo. And he's like, "You taking any guns up to Burma?" And they're like, "We would never take guns up there." Then you ain't doing a damn thing. And that's all I think about. So
I was thinking about doing. You ain't doing shit. My bad. He didn't cuss.
Live for nothing, or die for something.
Eat pizza and drink Dr. Pepper. I don't know. Anyways, so let's move on to number 2 in this because that would look kind of boring to me.
Was it for the other?
Hey, we don't get the review.
You don't want to talk about that.
Wow.
Okay, fine. I skipped you. Let's see what amazing things.
him too.
Let's see what amazing things you fuckers got to say about them shitty
Hey,
trailers.
Shawn, how you doing? I don't know who the fuck these guys are.
No. Do y'all want to talk about that movie?
It was a struggle. It was a struggle for that young man to come up from the bottom. Started from the bottom, and now he's here.
It was a girl. There wasn't even a guy.
Did you see how much of a
I
struggle
thought you were going to say it was a struggle. It was a struggle to watch that preview because it was so shitty. That's what it was. No, seriously.
I don't even know what the hell I was watching.
Exactly. See, that's why we skipped it. Move on to the next one, sir.
Yeah, let's just
You didn't give the analytical Irishman a chance to say.
I'm sorry. There, give it to me, boy.
Was bend over.
What the? This just got really gay all of a sudden. No, like Kyle said, the problem is in the first place, there's like nothing you can even latch onto in this movie. There's nothing to even get from it. It just seems like it's another, let's squeeze everybody's emotions. I'm going to take your heart out of your chest and squeeze it to get the feelings going over what's happening to the plight of poor children in other countries kind of movie.
I felt they were squeezing my nuts. That's how shitty that movie was.
Okay.
Yeah, moving on.
See?
All right, next one was another Netflix one called Mindhunter. This is the one where they're
Yes, this one's either going to be really good or really bad. And Rick can explain it because I'm gonna ramble.
This one is based on, I guess the FBI is profiling serial killers, and then
Well, they're learning to profile. This is
profiling.
like how they got to.
Yeah.
The Rambler passed it off to the Mumbler, and then the Rambler got involved. He really passed it off. Didn't he?
All right then, Mr. Master P over there.
I'm having a discussion with the Irish.
All eyes on me. Oh, sorry.
It's like, go ahead.
That movie sucks.
No.
Enough said.
No, really?
Oh wow, that's the whole review right there, huh?
Don't waste your time. Netflix has better shit coming out.
They really do. Like, for real. Voltron Season 3, I've been watching it.
It's only 6 episodes. I already watched.
Shut up. God.
Wow.
they form Blazing Sword.
And get this, season 4 will be coming out in October.
Get your Voltron on.
I'm getting
Well,
my
I mean,
Voltron
at least it's not that far away. I mean,
Yeah.
hey.
All right, Shawn, go ahead. What do you think of Mindhunter?
Well, I agree with Kyle on this one. I think that it depends on if they get into it, like they really go into the science and what they really tried to do. I mean, I know, granted, it's not a documentary. This isn't a scientific movie. But if they go into the story to really, pursue this concept of what is it like inside the mind of a freaking serial killer, it would be really interesting to see that. But if, on the other hand, this just ends up being like some kind of weird thriller killer kind of thing that is taking like Shades of Grey in a whole nother weird direction, I don't want to see it.
I watched that. I like that. Thriller, killer.
Sounds like you're about to rap.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were gonna
Well,
throw
it's
it down.
Master P over here.
All right, the next one we saw was The Veil. This one is the medieval one. The one guy with all the face paint. And they were just didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
You know what? Okay. Somebody else go ahead of me because I'm about to rip that one a new one.
It was a reverse Fury Road. Witness. Except they put black paint on.
Yeah, but don't you dare throw Fury. Don't you dare throw any of that because that was an awesome movie. This movie looked like a turd sandwich.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So he's with one group. They betray him. They Jon Snow his ass. And then the other group saves him.
For the wall.
That's right.
Or for the watch.
And then they, metaphorically, the veil gets pulled over his eyes and realize that he was the bad person. He was the devil. And now he's on the good side. Yeah, like that.
And you
shit
notice
really-
like they're all wearing white and the other motherfuckers are all
Yeah.
wearing black.
And they come from the dark side. Racist! And they're all white. It don't even matter.
You see the dark side of the Force. I really can't see anything. It's very dark in here.
I asked you one question. I didn't see a single minority in that entire movie.
The dark side has no black people. Wow. We really should.
They didn't want to do, blackface over blackface.
They really did. They had half face. Oh, that's fucked up. No, I mean, first of all, the metaphor part didn't get it. Second part, this looks like that guy's from the Divergent series, I think, or he's from something. I can't remember what he's from, but it just looks like a really weird excuse to make a really shitty action movie, and it didn't make any whole lot of goddamn sense. I don't know. Maybe the movie might be better. It just looked like one of those B-rated action films that had very little plot. It didn't have a whole lot going on. The title doesn't match what the fuck is going on, and they're trying really desperately to create some action sequences that are very small.
Hopefully
that should be larger.
Hopefully, don't turn out like
I got it.
In the Name of the King.
What is it?
That Jason Statham did?
It's the dance of the 7 veils.
What?
Dude's gonna take off 7 veils. I don't know. I'm just saying. I was trying to go with something. Shit.
Was that a real thing?
I think it is.
The Dance of the Seven Veils? Because if you pull that out of your ass, that sounds like a book.
It does.
See,
The Dance of the Seven Veils.
I thought he would know.
Oh, all right, we're gonna go to the analytical. here real quick.
I'll let the analytical one have it, but I know 2 words that makes that movie better. Michael Bay.
Wow. It's like, what is it? The Veil. I was born of darkness.
He was all alone when they betrayed him. They betrayed me.
For the white.
Yeah.
We found him in the river bleeding. We shall save him.
He may betray us. I will never betray you. You saved my life.
That's when you need that music, that Blackthorn music. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah, yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. I shall avenge my honor and yours.
I don't know, Shawn, but I think he's getting a cutback from this movie. That's pretty good.
Hey, mine's got big titties in it from girls running around, and it's got dudes killing people. And this summer, I don't know. The veil, part 2.
Hey, when did the pre-tickets go on sale?
She takes the veil off. Like, what? Oh, put it back on! Put it back on! Oh, shit!
All right, Shawn, go ahead.
It's a 2-veiler. 1 veil for you, 1 veil for me, just in case your veil breaks.
We pay you to get dressed. Is that the tagline?
Yeah. Here's $20. Put it back on.
I think we need to have our own channel on YouTube that's just dedicated, instead of how it should have ended, like what those guys do. We need to have how it should have been put in the trailer.
We redo the trailer.
Shit. Oh my god.
Okay, but you're doing all the editing. Fuck that.
What else is new?
We'll have
right,
to wear
next.
white beater t-shirts when we do it too.
Are we that white
Did you
trash?
want to say anything about it, Shawn, or no?
I mean, I'll just say I think you guys are really throwing it under the bus. I mean, it's just a trailer. It
There
might be a
are
better
no
movie
buses
than that.
in that time, okay? We threw it under the carriage.
There was there was no Michael Bay at that time either. So
Under the hoof.
Yeah.
under the hoof. I don't know. It might be terrible. It might actually be pretty good. It's hard to say by the way the trailer was
So you're
cut.
saying it's good and terrible.
Psycho chocolate.
That's right.
All right, the next one we saw was Voldermort. This is a prequel to on how Voldemort became
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
How many times
And,
can you say
Harry
Voldemort
Potter.
in the sentence?
Is this a drinking game or are we getting paid?
Well, I don't know. Last time,
Marco!
how many times I fuck up talking because I was drinking last week? I mean,
Well, hey, look, all I'm gonna say is that I know that I'm gonna get a lot of hate, so I'm just gonna throw it out there and I'll let you guys take it over. I am not a big Harry Potter fan. I didn't really like a lot of what happened. I watched them all. Not that impressed. I always felt like each movie was lacking something I couldn't put my hand on. I couldn't figure out.
Titties.
No. No, because that would have made it really creepy because they were kids in some of them. But anyways, look, shut up. Anyway, so, no, it just, I don't know. I wanted them to be more, and I always felt like it was just a really, bleh. So when I saw this, it was the same thing. It was kind of like, oh, shit. You know, and the same thing happened with the last one that they recently did where it's like he's got a bag, and inside the bag are all these monsters.
actually, it's not a bad movie. I watched it.
But again, it was good. I watched it, but it left me feeling like I was missing something. It really did. Even with the bad guy, even with
I think you wanted more. You know,
I want
magic
wizards
violence.
and shit.
He's
I
like,
want
more
I
magic.
want the dark side. You come to the dark side, Luke.
Wait, wrong movie. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, there needs to be more.
fighting. And thinking about it, this is when Voldemort, was starting to kill everybody. So this might have it. It's just the trailer didn't show it.
This summer, the worst trailer ever trailered. Onto the trailer scene.
Or it could be just like Revenge of the Sith, and we just see him killing them like the freaking baby Jedis and shit.
That's dark.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Hey. So what you're telling me is you wanted to see Voldemort come up and Harry Potter go, "This is Gryffindor," and kick him?
Hell yeah! That would be badass. Tell me you did it like you were like, "This is Sparta," and you were like, "Yeah, it fucking is." You know what I mean? You were like, the testosterone in this movie is just insane. So it's like preposterone. That's what I want. I want preposterous. You get the fuck out of here, Voldermort. And the kid's like, all of a sudden, like, fucking angel wings shoot from his back and shit. And he's just like, "Oh, Harry Potter." Instead, it was more like, "I'm Harry Potter. Pew, pew."
2 words for you. Mel Gibson. Harry Potter goes
No,
apocalyptic.
what is it? This summer, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm going to get them with starring, what is it, Christopher Walken. You guys, what? Like, it's
Use
like,
the wand.
hey, I told you, no more wands. It's crazy. It's too much. Don't believe everything you hear.
Starring Merman.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got nothing to add to that.
All right, go ahead.
We got him quiet.
What the
All right, the next one we saw was with Bruce Willis, remake of Death Wish.
That's a man's movie.
Yes, man movie, testosterone, just like, whoop. That was my dick hitting the table.
And all honesty, I know
I
you
gotta
all
explain
saying
it.
there's gonna be a lot of bad rap about all the older people that saw it. My
Yeah.
dad saw the trailer.
What do you say?
My dad, he liked the trailer, and he goes, "At least I got a really good actor to play Charles Bronson's part."
Yeah, okay, so here's
Can't
the
go
thing.
dig Charles Bronson up. He's 6 feet down.
I know.
Yeah, but I think no matter what, this movie's going to get a lot of hate. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the way they cut the trailer, if it's the way it's being portrayed. I can see why they're going to hate it. But for me, I didn't hate it. I actually liked it, and I love Charles Bronson. I grew up on Death Wish 3. Death Wish 3 was one of my favorite films. It really was. It was just awesome. That was the gang that wanted to kill him, and he had built the traps and then took the teeth out. And it's crazy, man. So, I'm really looking forward to this. Like, it was kind of like, Bruce Willis, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
Right? Anybody else?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's like Bruce Willis has gotten this almost background curse on him lately, that in all the movies it's like he's always a supporting role, and then even when he's actually the main character, it's like he's just really understated. He's too quiet, doesn't really get out that kind of over the top kind of personality that he had, like with Die Hard and those roles. I mean, he's a great freaking actor, and having him like steal the spotlight is great, especially because he does have a kind of almost quiet-ish kind of appearance. So when he comes out, it's like that friend that you're like, he's always quiet, and then all of a sudden you see him just going out there. It's just like, whoa, this guy's crazy, So seeing him in that kind of role is awesome. We don't hardly ever get to see him like that anymore. So it almost, and then a lot of maybe it's a trailer, but it looks like it could actually be his best movie by the way it's coming out. It looks like it could be freaking awesome.
He's oozing machismo.
Yeah,
Willis.
When I saw it, I loved the trailer. When I asked my father about it, he liked it because he likes actors portraying him. The only thing he said is that Charles Bronson wore suits. That way he can get mugged being like that. But, that's the only difference that my dad said it was it. But other than that, the story, it follows the same story as it did in the original.
It's fine. It's got a little, Bruce Willis little joke in there, whatnot. But, you ask where he's at. He's with his 28-year-old wife. Seriously, he's married to like a super young woman, has a kid and whatever. He's also probably waiting on Die Hard 7. Probably waiting on Sin City 3. Who knows whatever else he's waiting on.
I don't know how he's going to be in Sin City. He died.
It's a prequel.
Okay.
I'm just making shit up, but that sounds good.
Sin City 19, he might as well be dead.
I've been smoking these cigarettes since I was 6.
Anyways, go ahead.
And the last trailer we saw was called 9/11 because it's coming up. This is based on, I guess, 4 or 5 people stuck in an elevator, and Whoopi Goldberg's talking to them, trying to tell
They
them.
made this movie already. It was called Devil.
Yeah. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
What?
Put your vibrator on unvibrate.
Put your vibrator on vibrate.
That is the shortest vibrator in history.
Well, it doesn't take much to get you off, is what you're saying.
Anyway, it stars Charlie Sheen, in which we all were like, he's still alive?
He's winning.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg's in it. Charlie Sheen is in it. It's got a lot of good actors in it. That's about as far as I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm not a political. As far as a movie goes, it looks like it's going to be suspenseful. Hopefully not predictable.
We already know what happens.
Well, I know. I don't mean like that. I'm trying to say as anti-political out of this as I can. I just want to say, like, if you took it for a movie as what it is, it looks okay. It doesn't look horrible at all. It looks like it's going to be suspenseful. It looks like it's going to have action. They gave away a little bit too much in the trailer. You kind of see where everything's going. You know where it's going to be. So I kind of didn't like that either. Like, damn, they really didn't even tease us. They literally showed us what kind of happens to him. So, and again, Whoopi Goldberg has this really weird supporting role. I don't know why all these people are signed up for this movie, but considering it doesn't look high budget either. So It's got a lot of actors, so it's like all the budget went to hiring these people. So maybe they're doing it as kind of like a tribute to the 9/11 people or something. I don't know. What do y'all guys think?
I mean, I'm not really very interested in it. Like, even, for one thing, I feel the same way about the political stuff, and I feel like it's a story that's been told too many times in movies. I'm kind of sick of the profit mongering off of crises and off of terrible things that a lot of people died in. There's not a story to tell anymore. Everybody fucking knows about it. Like, maybe if you waited 10 years afterwards and then those, next group of kids, wouldn't even really know anything about it. So what value is it really offering, first of all? And second of all, as far as interest of the story, it's just like, what? We're just trying to turn it into some kind of thriller, drama, heroism story, blah, 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 same old, other than the all-star cast. But it's like, even with them, it's like, I'm not really interested in seeing any other movies with them in it. So it's a total pass for me.
They've tried making movies where they find the heroes and they do like special things like this guy. It's all tragic. It just all sucks. But it seems like, I don't know. Here's the only political part I'll get into is I don't know whether they're doing this to shine light on some people in an elevator that got killed or got hurt or survived, and they were the few that did survive, and oh my God, we should think about them. Or is it another one of those, like they're just taking advantage of the 9/11 thing and just trying to get money?
Up.
And
Yeah.
it makes me kind of sick. And again, that's weird and getting like I'm putting words in their mouth and I'm not. I hope that's not what they are, but it seems like a lot of movies nowadays are just trying to do that. Like you want to believe that these people care about like the Boston Massacre or all these things, and you're like, oh man, that's cool. And then you start to like do research and you find out, yeah, a lot of that profit didn't go to anybody of the victims or anything or whatever as far as the movie's concerned. And but it just looked okay, and I don't know if I want to see okay in the theater anymore. I'm just kind of done with okay.
I agree. It looked mediocre.
Mediocre.
Shiny and chrome.
Witness.
And Miguel?
Howard Johnson is right. Forever.
It was quiet during that whole thing.
I have nothing to say on that movie. I feel exactly like you guys. I mean,
You don't know how to feel.
Go to fucking hell if you're trying to take money off of these poor people that died. If that's what you're up to. Give me something. I'm with Shawn 100%. I don't even want to reiterate it because I felt we already touched too much on it already.
Good. Next. I like it. I mean, I get where you're coming from because it's real hard to talk about that kind of shit.
That was it for all the trailers.
About damn time.
It was worthy of the banjo.
Getting it over with. Death Wish is about the only movie that I was like, yeah.
It was like, all right. I know I mentioned it last week in the little movie news that we have here. At San Diego Comic-Con, Ben Affleck did announce that, he's staying with the DCEU, and he's got the 3 solo Batman films to do, and he's doing an adaptation of Batman Beyond.
Cool.
So I was like, oh, yay, cool. And then Ant-Man, we have our bad guy now, which is Lawrence Fishburne playing Goliath. He went from DC to Marvel. Now he's on Ant-Man.
Gotta make that money, dog.
Hell yeah. The director of Shazam promises it's going to be a lighthearted movie starring the young boy that gains Superman's powers, basically. Samuel L. Jackson mentioned in an interview, and I know you're probably going to be happy with this. Remember the movie Split? How it's all connected? Mm-hmm. Well, he's bringing Mr. Glass, Bruce Willis's character, and what's his name?
Whatever.
McAvoy?
That guy. Yeah,
McAvoy, all together in a movie called Glass.
Interesting. Who's directing? Salman?
Yeah, it's
God damn it.
it's his movie, so
God damn it.
they start filming that September 25th.
With Michael Bay.
This summer, a movie better than you knew it will be. In a hyped up, oversized piece of shit that will tell the same boring ass story over again.
So directed
Where
by M. Night
aliens
Shyamalan.
invade a planet that's made of 98% water and are allergic to water.
What's it, Alienation?
No, it's science, you fuck. Science. What the hell?
Alienation was the same way.
Oh, Lord.
You nerds.
Last part, they finally cast Jafar for the Aladdin movie. I mean, we already know who's playing, because I don't think Kyle was here when we talked about it. Will Smith is going to be the genie.
A part of Owie played by a tall, dark, sinister man.
The guy that's playing Jafar, I'm going to kill his name here. It's Marwan
Hassan bin Sobar.
Kenzari.
I like my name better.
And then also there's a new character being introduced.
I thought it was going to be played by, what's his name? Crap.
It's Hassan bin Sobar.
No.
Hassan is a great actor.
The modern day Maharaja.
Maharaja?
Yeah, you know who it is?
Who?
Jinder Mahal.
And then
Wrestler. He's Indian.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Is he great?
Yes.
I love wrestling. America is so beautiful.
He's roided up.
That is most of them, yes.
It's like, I don't know if they're going to have a boo in the movie, but they introduced a new character. It's the handmaiden to Jasmine, so it's going to be like her best friend.
Played by Emma Watson.
Nah, it's played by some SNL alumni, Nassim
Nassimi's titties.
Natasha Henstridge. She's going to go all species on her ass.
What the hell?
I mean, that's all I have in news. We can do, a little bit of reviews now, movie reviews.
Let's go into movie reviews.
first movie. Go ahead.
I got a problem.
You got a problem.
I got a problem.
You got problems?
Can I get a witness?
The Irishman is too damn quiet.
That's what happens.
I don't even know what to say.
I mean, he's drank plenty of Captain Morgan. He got a little Morgan in him.
Well, I'm back in the room and he's awestruck by my awesomeness.
I think it's that your titties are lactating.
He's all like, Kyle's here.
All right, let's go right into the damn movies. We're gonna talk about some things.
All right, let's go ahead and start with you with the Dark Tower.
When he pulls his pants off? That's one of his jokes.
You know
not
what's
mine.
you know what's up.
Whoa.
Wait a second. Excuse me while I whip this out.
And, might add before the review starts, they are talking about trying to make a part 2 of that one, but it depends on how much it makes, which did terrible.
Oh, I thought you thought.
Terrible, Kenny. It's terrible. Kim Jong-il. He got towers. Towers, Kenny. It's terrible movie. Terrible. Actually, no. Okay, let's go into the Dark Tower. The first thing I want to say is I do not, if you have not seen the Dark Tower, turn this shit off, skip ahead, move ahead. I don't know what the time's going to be, but just get on, moving on. Okay, so that's number one. Because there's spoilers coming, and I'm ruining it. The movie sucked. That's all I'm going to say.
If you wish to skip spoilers, the Dark Tower review will be over at 48 minutes and 42 seconds. Thank you.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's talk about the movie. Look, so The Dark Tower opens up. Obviously, it's a very complicated story, and it's actually 7 books long, the Dark Tower series. And what's interesting about this is what got me in the previews was that this world links all the worlds together. So Pennywise's character from It, The Thing, the Turtle, look it up. You can find out about that. All these things are linked in Stephen King's universe, and the Dark Tower links their universe. It protects it from the evil. And every occasionally the Dark Tower gets fucked up and evil gets to kind of get let through, hence why.
Hold up. He's not making that shit up. He's right. Just so you know. Y'all were looking at him like, stop your goddamn lying. No, he's telling the truth.
Oh, we know.
Okay,
continue.
Yeah, that's there. And there's little quims in the movie that link it, and you're like, yeah. So it starts off with apparently there's a young man who suffers from these dreams, and the dreams are basically Matthew McConaughey's character is zapping I don't know what the fuck out of these kids and whatnot, and he's zapping this energy from them, and he shoots it at the Dark Tower. And what he's looking for is basically something I guess he calls the shine or whatever, which is pure telepathic energy. And apparently this kid has it, and he can see through universes and shit. Doesn't know how to use it yet. And we'll get to that later. And so his mom thinks he's fucking crazy. His stepdad's an asshole. And they want to send him to this school for the mentally fucked. And so it turns out that the lizard skin people, he calls them that, but they're not lizards. It's like they're rats or something. But anyways, they wear the skins of human people's faces. And they pretend to be humans and they come in. So looking for him. And then it kind of leads to the whole thing. He gets a vision of a house. He runs to this house and he finds a portal that you activate via some kind of old school fucking technology. And you put in these 4 numbers and it opens up a portal somewhere else. Doesn't explain shit about the portals. Inside the house, as he hits the button, some wood demon thing comes and attacks him and he just destroys it with a word. Like, no! Things explode. And you're like, okay, cool. He goes through the world, and he basically walks until he meets the revolver guy, the gunslinger, played by Idris Elba. And that character right there is more complicated, and I wanted to know some more. But we'll skip that for a second, and I'm going to stop my description of the movie because you really need to watch it. It's very complicated. But let's talk about the things that I liked and didn't like. I like Idris Elba, so you kind of get the gist where it's going. The kid goes to the planet. Obviously, he's there to stop Matthew McConaughey's character, who's I forgot his name. Walter is his name, the man in black or whatever, which is the gayest fucking name. But I know that's in the book, so whatever. And Matthew McConaughey's character is this pure evil guy, and he's like a sorcerer, right? And they go to this planet where apparently their gunslingers were like knights or something. They don't explain it very well. They have flashbacks to Idris Elba and his dad, who's the Allstate guy, and he even says, "You're in good hands." Seriously, I'm not even kidding. He doesn't say good hands, but he goes, "You're in hands," and he touches him. And every time he says hands, all I can say, "You're in good hands with Allstate." Seriously, it was so bad. It was just why did you have him say anything with the fucking word hands in it?
Serrano was in it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Anyways, so going back to it, Serrano from Major League.
Fuck you, Joe Boo.
So he's in it, and he's he's his dad, and he dies in this pussy ass way. Basically, the sorcerer guy walks up to him and says, "Stop breathing," and he just stops breathing. So Idris Elba's character, his son, is not affected by Walter or whatever his fucking name is, his powers. You're never explained why. They don't even know why. You don't even understand what his powers the fuck are. Because he just says things and people do it. But his main goal to destroy the tower wasn't believable. It was like, yeah, he wants to destroy the tower, but for what? You don't know what's beyond the tower, so you don't know if he's working for somebody or there's some ultimate goal of being the leader of these demons, because you get to meet one of the demons that the Dark Tower is keeping out, and there's some bad motherfuckers. But they also are kind of pussy motherfuckers at the same time. So the bad things in the movie are the gunslingers. You don't really know much about them. You don't really understand who Walter's character is. You don't understand who these rat fucking people are. You don't even understand why they're on our planet or any other fucking planet. Then you see all this old technology that they don't even really know how to use. They didn't develop. Somebody else developed it, and they don't even go into why the fuck that's there. Then there's all these people that live around this badass technology, but they don't use it at all. There's too many questions. It leaves you, and it's slow as fuck. It literally is like, oh god. All the badass scenes are from the trailer. And now, big time spoilers. I will jump ahead. They capture the fucking kid and they put him in the machine, and with his one shine, he can destroy the tower. Well, he's so powerful, this kid, again, never mentioned really, that he can stop the fucking machine. He literally can stop the machine with his mind and keep the portals fucking open, but yet he doesn't know how to use his powers, but somehow he's able to do that shit, and yet he still can't defeat the Walter guy. So then, like, his mom dies and his stepdad dies, but in such a way that you don't even feel bad. Like, you're kind of like, the stepdad was kind of a dick. And the mom, you don't see her die, so you don't really get attached to this character. So when they die, you're kind of like, I guess he's dead. That sucks for him. Then the kid takes it out on Idris Elba for no reason. Then they learn how to shoot guns, which he's never going to use, by the way. He never uses. He learns how to shoot in the preview, and he never uses that at all. Idris Elba just shoots the whole time. And then when he finally does kill the man in black, the scene between them is not cool like the Matrix. You know, it's like he brings rocks up to stop the bullets. Nigga, you ain't stopping those fucking bullets with no rocks. I've seen how real bullets fire. Like, it wouldn't work that way. But yet they do. Like, there's scenes with glass where he's shooting glass and stuff, and it's like, what? The fuck? Like, it's glass. Just kill him. Like, it's right there. So then he does this cool, like, ricochets bullets off each other, and the guy dies, and at the end, they're eating hot dogs, and they're like, yeah, Matthew McConaughey's here dies. Again, I'm not attached to him either. I don't care if he fucking dies or didn't die. It doesn't really matter. And they make him, when he's dead, he's literally, like, smiling on the ground with, like, a bullet in his brain. It's really, really weird. And then at the end, they're eating a hot dog together in New York, and they're like, you should come with me. You can be the next gunslinger. Okay, that sounds good. And then they walk like 20 feet to the right and they found another portal. Like, they just know. They didn't know where any fucking portals were before. And all of a sudden now, they know where all the goddamn portals were. So at the end, you're kind of like left with, what the motherfucking fuck just happened? What the fuck happened to that guy's head? And again, you don't know who the rat people are. You don't understand why the bad guys are doing bad shit. You don't understand why the good guys are. You don't even know who the fucking good guys are. Like the Excalibur guys. Like, okay, so the gunslinger swords are made from Excalibur, which makes no sense because that had to be a big goddamn sword. Apparently, there was a lot of gunslingers at one point, and all their swords were made from Excalibur, or was it just Idris Elba? You don't know. Because they don't talk about them at all. You don't see some famous castle that's been destroyed by them. You don't see people suffering. You see people suffering, but they're not really. They're just kind of left alone. And if you just happen to harbinger somebody the Walter guy doesn't like, then you get killed. So there's really no... What? And then the way he kills people, Walter, it's so... it's like he just walks up to you and goes... Chica, you gonna tell me what I want to know? And they're like, I don't want to tell you. Well, you're gonna. Okay. Huh? And then I tell you the truth. He's in the building. And then he goes, all right, you're dead. And then they die. Like, that's it. Like, they just fall over. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't do anything. Like, I don't even know if I like that character or not. Like, he literally goes, you're gonna die. Chica. And that's it. And you're like, wait a minute, huh? So, like, in one scene, the stepmom and the mom and the stepdad come home, and he's cooking in their kitchen. And then the stepdad's like, get out of my house. And the mom's like, oh, that's the guy from the Men in Black, from the pictures that our kid drew that you thought was crazy. And then he gives him a look, and he's like, oh, I better get out of here. And then all of a sudden, what's his name's character's like, stop breathing. And he just falls over. And you're like, wait, what the fuck? What the hell just happened? What was that? And you're literally like,
There's really it sounds like there's no character development whatsoever.
No, you don't understand why Walter's the way he is. So you don't see how evil he is. And the way he kills people is, I get it, it's efficient. Stop breathing, they die. But it gives you no way for anybody to fight back. So it's kind of like, what? So Idris Elba's the only one? He could literally think. So it doesn't tell you that he has to be within 10 feet of you or you have to hear him. Like, and he kills his own people. So why the fuck would you work for him? Because you're scared of him? Fuck that. There's enough of you. He can't say you all should die and before he's 10,000 of you beat the shit out of him with a rock. You know what I mean? So and he's not invincible. So you think he is, right? You're like, the whole time you're like, man, this guy must be like a bad motherfucker. Like, he touches this rat girl's face and he burns her face. You're like, oh man. And then a bullet shoots him in the fucking chest and he's like, oh my God. And then he gets shot in the head and you're like, so the guy's not bulletproof this whole time? Like, I got a grenade. Fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Like, sorcerer all you want. Say breathe when you can't speak no more, bitch. Like, Molotov cocktail, you're sorry ass. I don't know. That's, again, I know that was...
All right.
So, my score of the whole movie, really, honestly, I did not have sexual relations with 10 women at one time, but it was 9, and it was very awesome. Anyways, my total score for a 1 out of 10, I'm going to give it, honestly, like a 5. It's a 5, and no more than that. But mainly because it's a 5, because some of the badass scenes were pretty badass. There were some cool gun scenes, but overall, it's very boring, and I kind of wanted my money back. Oh, and one badass scene in it, but it's for a split second. They're sitting in an old, crusty ass amusement park that in that other world called Midgard or Midland or whatever the fuck it's called, and it's Pennywise in these old fashioned letters where the bulbs are broken and stuff. Is like Pennywise, right? It's there. It's like a kickback to him. And he goes, these ancient structures, no one knows what they are. And the kid's like, they're fucking amusement parks. No one knows what they are. They're amusement parks. And it's like, that's the movie. That sums it up. There is a badass reference to a awesome, sick fucking clown. And that is it. That was it. That's what you got. You're and they try to do that throughout the film. Are there guns where you are from? And that trailer, right? Oh, you're gonna like it. Okay. That was it. Like, you're literally like, crickets are fucking in the background. You're like, that really? Okay.
So it was all a bunch of promises with no delivery, basically.
Right. So he walks into a gun store. Really. Guns everywhere. And all he wants is bullets for his revolvers. And you're like, what? And then the gun owner gets taken over by Matthew McConaughey, who, by the way, can teleport the image of himself wherever he wants to. They don't explain why. And control people. So he controls the gun store owner who's like, it's not me. Boom, boom, boom. You're a gun store guy. You probably are you. You know, you're crazy and you want to shoot back too. You know, I mean, a lot of it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'm done. Whatever. 5. Piece of shit. Don't watch it. Watch it later when you're really drunk. Anyways, moving on. Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, the other one was all. I'd say it last week is good and terrible.
Yeah. I'm gonna be another fud dud here. I'm gonna say Dunkirk is it's good and terrible. It's good and terrible.
Nice to meet you, Shawn. Nice to meet you. We need to start our own podcast.
Did you watch the Dark Tower?
We had plenty to say, but we never got a chance to get in.
No, go ahead. We can edit you in.
I was trying to figure...
All right, we're done with you. Sorry.
I was trying to figure how you went from McConaughey to Bill Clinton. That was the first thing.
I think he was being Bill Clinton trying to act like McConaughey.
Oh, that's what okay. But Shawn, I mean, we get how the bullet killed him. It was the Colt. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a special weapon. Yeah.
It can kill demons and gods. You just don't know. Watch some fucking Supernatural. That's all I had to say.
But he got the bullets at a regular store.
Was there any
he went to Walmart and was like, yo, give me some of them cheap fucking $1.99 bullets. And they were like, all right.
All right, this movie sucks.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't get this special bullet made from the breastbones of the beautiful Serenity angels. Like, what? Angels' vagina lips. And they pierced. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it left me, I'm crying right now on the inside. I really wanted it to be good.
I really wanted it to be good, too.
I did, too.
I did. I wanted it to be so good, guys. You don't even understand.
Did he take his shirt off?
What?
Did McConaughey take his shirt off?
No.
Then that's why it sucked.
What? I can tell you right now, you're kind of acting a little gay.
Don't you know? Haven't you not looked at numbers at movies that he's taken his shirt off have been more successful where he's kept it on?
Well, I like to keep it tight. Gotta wake up every morning 5,000 crunches. That's what I do.
Play your bongos.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta make sure that I keep it tight and nice and right. They just, they said that Jodie Foster's a little dry, so they bring in a guy like me to keep things all nice and smooth. Bring it up a little bit, bring that level just a little higher.
All right, just keep living.
Anyway,
right. You look good, man.
Anyways, Kyle and I both saw Dunkirk.
Was McConaughey in that one too?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
It'd have been better if it was, because it was still shit. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know how do we say this? Like you said, it's good and terrible because it came from a historical part, but it didn't look like how many fucking army was supposed to be there.
No. Okay, so first of all, let's talk a little bit about wait, stop. Are we done with? Do you have anything to say about the Dark Tower?
No, I'm good.
Drink some more.
you ain't let him speak all goddamn night. They probably wonder if he's in a coma.
This episode is going to be like 2.5 hours. If I say anything on top of it, just go ahead.
You did too.
At the beginning.
Well, you didn't watch any. Did you watch any cool movies? Did you watch Dunkirk?
No, I did not.
God damn! So what the hell? What am I supposed to do? All right, Shawn, give me your opinion of Dunkirk.
He's going to give you a retro rewind on Debbie Does Dallas.
Actually, you know what? It's all about the bush then. Oh my god!
Pork is 3. All right.
Anyways, let's talk about Dunkirk. All right, guys. Look, so Dunkirk is actually based on historical facts, and what's really great about the historical facts is they're real. This movie is not real, like at all. No. So I am sure that the director spent a lot of time doing his research. And for most part, he is historically accurate. The German planes were not painted yellow in the front, just so you know that's not real. There's a few other things that, excuse me, I did a little bit of research on that are not real too. They're not even worth pointing out. So those things are okay. Like as far as
historian here, Anthony Hopkins.
My word. Excuse me, sir. Hold on. Pardon. Historical inaccuracies are my thing.
You were incorrect, sir. Some of the German planes did have the yellow front when they were fighting the Negro fighters from Tuskegee.
Yes, but that was not till later on after Dunkirk, sir. And if you knew your history, you would be here sitting with your monocle and not your damn vodka bullshit.
I was going to come back with something, but I just lied.
You're not even drinking vodka. I totally fucked that up. It's like you're drinking rum. Anyways, it's
You
like
alcohol racist.
it's brown rum. No, so Dunkirk is actually an amazing story, and I don't know if they dropped the ball too much. I just know that there was a few things. There was a lot of things, honestly, that really made me feel kind of left out in this movie. I felt like, number one, I need y'all to understand that when you watch this movie, spoilers, moving on. When you watch this movie, it jumps time and does like a Pulp Fiction thing throughout the whole thing. So, yeah. Oh, that's James Bond. Anyway, so as it's jumping through time, you relive the same scenes, but from different angles and different points of view, which you'd think would be really cool. And it's not.
So it's kind of like that naval, I didn't see it yet, but it came out quite a while back, but Nick Cage was playing like the captain whose their fleet got all jacked up and they're like, he was going to court and they kept doing flashbacks.
Right.
What happened.
Yeah, there's another one like that with man, I can't think of it. It's Jodie Foster's in it again too, I think. Not Jodie Foster.
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan's in it, and it's like the flashbacks. But let's first of all let's talk about
Dunkirk.
No, not Dunkirk. I'm saying, we're talking about Dunkirk, but let's talk about the good things a little bit. Number one, there were some really, really good things about this movie. Number one, the cinematography was really good. What you did see on the screen, even though it was not 100% accurate with some of the stuff that me and Rick will talk about here in a second, it was actually really beautiful. It was really well done. It just felt empty.
Yeah.
The screen felt empty. Okay, so there's supposed to be 400-something thousand men trapped in this city/beach, and I don't feel that there's 400,000 people. I feel that there's maybe a line to go see Metallica. Like, that's pretty much what it felt like. It was like, maybe 10,000, maybe 5,000 guys. They did a CGI the shit. There was a lot of people on this fucking beach in real life. Okay?
There would have been 400,000 people to see Metallica. I'm just letting you know.
And then
Not in Dunkirk, I wouldn't be.
And then the boats that they used, that the civilian boats that were coming in, the fisher boats, they were so small. I was like, how are you going to get that many fucking people?
And that's another thing too. Like historically, they would have just trifled the people from the beach to the battleship, but they only showed like one ship at a time. And that was another part of the movie that was also, some parts were really good. So like, not only the cinematography is good, but the sound in this movie is absolutely amazing. It is just fucking fantastic. You feel when the bullets hit, when the bombs go off, when the torpedoes are moving, you feel every sound. Whoever the sound guy was, hey man, whoo, yeah, you deserve something. The second part too is the cinematography mixed with the sounds in some of the scenes of the drowning scenes. There's a lot of drowning scenes in this. Obviously, it's very much water related. They were sick, and I mean sick in a good way. I felt for those guys that were drowning. You literally felt that they were dead.
Were you gasping for air?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was one of those movies where you start to shrivel in your seat because you don't want to ever be that guy. And the parts in the sad parts about this movie is that was really how they went. A lot of guys died in ships like that because they couldn't get the fuck out, and water does not play. And the ships, for some reason, not for some reason, but obvious reasons, they sink like a rock. And that's just pretty much it. Once they lose their buoyancy, that's it. It's over. It's like a big fucking rock.
Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, exactly. But that's it. That was the movie. That's the best parts of it. The rest of it was crap. There's one cool scene. Lastly, the pilot guy played by
Tom Hardy.
Right, where he does take out a plane, again, not making any sense because he had already ran out of gas, and it showed him basically headed towards the water to crash, and somehow he didn't. There's a lot of that. And let's talk about the bad shit, because there is a lot of bad shit in this movie. The cinematography, as far as the flipping back and forth, was not well done. The transitions were totally shit. You had no clue you were watching a different scene, because the way he transitioned, it was from one story to another story to another story with characters he never developed.
Yeah, no character development whatsoever.
Very, very, very little dialogue, and the characters that you do get, you don't even give a shit if they live or die. There's a scene with a young man and a father, a son, and a young man who's his son's friend, and they're on this ship and they're going, and they seem to be major characters. They're going to there. They pick up a stranded veteran who's on a boat, who's the last person to survive on this boat, and he does not want to go back to Dunkirk. He wants to go home, and he knocks, after he's played by a famous actor, but he knocks the kid down. The kid's head splits open.
Played the Scarecrow in Batman.
Oh, interesting.
That guy.
I don't know that guy, but I know who you're talking about.
He's got those really blue eyes. Anyways, long story short, he's got such PTSD. He knocks the kid down the stairs and that was trying to be nice to him, splits his skull open. The kid, spoilers, he dies. And you don't give a shit. Like, you just don't care. It just doesn't make... And then they don't care, because when the guys later on, he's like freaking out. He's like, hey, is the kid okay? They're like, yeah, he's fine. And he's fucking dead. And they knew he was dead. And they just didn't tell him. So it's kind of like, what? Like, you don't even give a shit. And I know why they did it. People are going to say, hey, at the end, they made this thing about him. Yeah, but that wasn't good enough. Like, I didn't feel like, if my friend was dead on the ground and you killed him, man, I'd be reaming you the fuck out. If I didn't kill you myself with my bare hands, I damn sure would make you know you fucking forever. You wouldn't have a nose or something. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, as far as like that's concerned, there was a lot of that. The character development was completely lacking. It was one of those things where I couldn't get attached to anyone. I couldn't like anyone. Even Tom Hardy's character, you want to like him, you don't even know what the fuck exactly he's doing. Yeah. They're flying from England to Dunkirk with very little gas, knowing they cannot get back. What was the point? And if that was true, that's cool. But they show him land and survive and give you no statistics at the end. They don't tell you anything.
Yeah, he lands, he gets caught, and that's it.
Yeah, his story doesn't need... I looked that up. There's no history on this guy. So as far as like him, I don't even know who that guy is. Now I want to know if he survived. But the director didn't tell us if he lived. Also, there were... about 400,000 men. I think there was a little bit more than that, like 380, 350, something like that. Only 30,000 men died. What they make it seem like is like we're a bunch of bitches and we didn't really... I wanted to see fighting in the streets, because there was a group, and I think it was the French, I could be misquoting, and I apologize if anybody knows any better history than I do, that sacrificed themselves to hold off the Germans. The Germans had done a halt, and that's another thing, too. If it's a history movie, they should have talked more about the history of the situation. They didn't. They didn't talk anything. They just kind of left it to where the perspectives of these guys, they're running around like the guys on the boat. It's like they hostage a boat. They all turn on each other. it really didn't. Honestly, I didn't care if anybody lived or died in this movie. And again, I understand the story. If it's supposed to instill this greatness of war and how you feel, and oh man, like we survived and we kicked ass, even that was kind of left with them. I don't really know. That guy was kind of a prick. I didn't want him to die. I live anyway.
And I said that I was like, they must have thought they were Mexicans or Cubans. They can fit so many people on a boat.
Yeah, literally. They were like, man, shit, this guy could turn a 57 Chevy into a boat. Where the hell were y'all? So, what's interesting, too, is like, I think people went into this movie hoping it was going to be a Saving Private Ryan. It was not a Saving Private Ryan at all. In fact, it's I don't know what the fuck it is. It's something else. And I just felt like this movie dropped the ball. I felt like it was 30 minutes from greatness.
Yeah.
Meaning, if he'd have just spent, 30, 40 more hours in the post, redoing the edits, making the characters a little bit stronger, giving us something to root for. We don't want to just root. Oh, that's something too. Like they showed the English hating on the French, and that's fine, but it didn't go into any more details than that. So for a minute there, I thought I was going to get some kind of like, maybe not character development, but cultural development, something to latch on to. Like, man, those guys, none of that. You just
so it entirely lacked depth, basically.
Right, yeah, and there are scenes too, and there were scenes that were really neat enough to make me go, man, that was kind of cool. So there's 3 planes that leave England. One of them gets dead right away. You never hear anything about him. They kind of look for him and go, he gone. That's it. Second, then the next plane gets shot after they're fighting other planes, and he goes down. His hand comes up out of the thing when the plane hits the water. Not like right away, but like the plane lands and he goes, the other guy waves at him. All right. He made it. We're good. Then it flashes to the scene where you look at him. He wasn't waving. He's trying to open the fucking thing and it's busted and he's drowning in this plane. It wasn't even. So from one guy's perspective,
he thought he was alive.
And he's waving at him. Oh, he's cool. Everything's cool. Meanwhile, he's like, fuck, I'm going to die in here. Like he's drowning. Oh, yeah. Yay. That was not a yay, he's dying, but yay, that was an awesome perspective. Nothing else. After nothing, not a damn thing, nothing. He just boop, dropped the ball, and I really wanted it to be good. I saw it in the goddamn theater. Oh,
I gave it a 5.
Yeah, 5, 4, maybe 4. And I love history movies. Fuck this movie. It was. I mean, seriously, it. He didn't even at the end when it's over and Tom Hardy's character gets captured. They do not even go. They go credits. They don't go pull. 30,000 men lost their lives defending the last survivors. Boats from across by saved 340. They actually say like 338,000 men. The entire British army and French resistance were pulled from the beaches. It was a great day for England or something. Nothing. It was. It's over. And not even good music. Just it's over. And you were literally left there going like, the fuck did I just watch? And I watched it. I remember we went to the theater and we saw it in San Antonio. There was a lot of old timers in there. You could tell that really wanted to see an old history movie, and I felt bad for him because I was like, "This is shit, dude. Like this is one of those movies where it felt like he got rushed and ran out of money and was like, man, just throw that out there. Fuck it, they'll like it." And they paid the sound guy way too much money. That's why it sounds so good. You know what I mean? And they had some good actors in it.
Just gotta wait for the Blu-ray. That's when you get the 4-hour edition and it all makes sense.
Is this Kingdom of Heaven?
The director's edition. This time starring Michael Caine.
You know what I mean?
Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It really reminds me of what I was talking to my brother about earlier. Things have, like, cinematography-wise, sound-wise, like, the artistry that has gotten to be at such a point in the industry that every movie is at least going to be mediocre just because of how good they are at doing cinematography, just because of how good they are at doing the sound and things that are like that. And it's like there's a standard now that all the rest of the question is the writing, the acting, and the portrayal of the movie itself. And this seems to be another, perfect candidate that just proves that point. Like there is a lot of really good people involved in the sound and in the cinematography and all of that. It's down to a science, down to ridiculously good. They can do it in any movie made now, in 2017. So,
except for Sharknado. But they purposely hired some
that was purposeful,
guys.
though.
Whoa.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, like, that's on purpose, though.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go into a little bit of a quick little review. the first 3 episodes of Game of Thrones season 7.
of Bones.
Wait, hold on. That was the porno version.
I know, Miguel. We want, as much as we want to go into 4 episode talk here real quick, Miguel hasn't seen the 4th one yet.
Y'all going to the 4th. I'm cutting y'all. I'm gonna go Cersei Lannister on you bitches up in this mug.
All right. Okay. So Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Anyways, so what are we talking about exactly? Because I don't even remember 3 at this point.
Damn, I was going to say the first 3 episodes, but if you don't remember too much, it's going to be real short. Do you remember the first one? Episode of season 3.
Yes.
Cersei does a lot of fucked up shit. People do a lot of fucked up shit. Nobody really dies.
I just remember seeing what's her name kill everybody in that whole fucking...
Yeah, Arya does some fucked up shit. It's a whole lot of fucked up shit going down.
Yeah, because they kind of recapped the last... Well, you see from her view, instead of when she took... I did the pie, but now you saw how she killed all those people first to make the fucking pie, which is kind of like, that's fucked up.
No. The pie was made from
his sons.
From his sons. But she killed all those... I thought those were some of his sons that she killed.
I'm sure they were, because he's a sick fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. The phrase deserved to die. Kiss my ass. I don't like him anyway. Nobody did.
Episode 2.
They land at the rock. Isn't that where they get to the thing?
What?
Yeah.
Plymouth Rock?
They get to Dragonstone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at this white boy here, Dragonstone.
Yeah. Apparently we are from Africa.
3rd one, I don't remember too much.
Well, they did come with the freaking Unsullied.
What? Yeah, they did.
Never mind, I was making a joke.
Oh.
You said we're
They
African.
can't come. They ain't got no penises.
Yeah, but you misunderstand. You said we're African, so they Unsullied. They black.
Not all of them are black. Just that one. I'm kidding. I don't know.
You searched them all?
Yeah. Woo.
You're missing a penis. You're missing a penis. You don't have a penis.
No, as far as like, I don't want to sound like I'm not interested. I've been watching this show like since the day it popped. We got HBO now just so I could watch it. It's a really good season so far. I'm just a little sad that it's almost over. And I don't want any predictions about what's going to happen next. It's been a really good overall just kind of turn of events. I'm looking forward to certain things that happen. I can't wait till Daenerys finds out that because that's his aunt. That's her nephew. Jon is her nephew. So, I think that's going to be really cool. White Walkers, I'm looking forward to them a little bit more. I think we're going to see them a lot in season 8 and whatnot. So far, pretty excited about the whole thing. It's just been really good. If you don't know anything about Game of Thrones, then to get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want to talk about the latest one. That's the one I just watched, but man, so far, pretty fucking good. What the fuck are you doing?
The Night King is Irish.
No, he's not. What?
Scottish?
No.
He's Blackish?
It's like, well, we can't really talk too much because it looked like Kyle kind of summed up everything on the Game of Thrones here real quick because he's trying to go real fast.
And no, because this last one was amazing. Fuck you, Miguel. I want to talk about that one. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Next show, we are definitely talking about 4, and then we're going to talk about 5. So no excuses. If you don't get to watch 5, fuck you. No, because this last one, seriously, I have been waiting for an awesome battle.
Yes,
and there is an awesome battle, and I don't give a shit. It's awesome. Fuck you. And I am just literally like, oh, man.
and then also...
Put needle away.
If you have a chance to find out how to watch this episode from Rick and Morty, what is it called? I'm waiting for you to say it. You're just staring at me, ass.
I'm a Pickle Morty. I'm a Rick Pickle.
I'm waiting for you to go, Pickle Rick. But no, he doesn't do shit. He just stares. It's like, you had a chance to watch that episode. It is fucking hilarious.
Oh, God, yeah, I love that show.
And, all right, let's go ahead and jump to our numbers there, Miguel.
Where the hell
are our numbers?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, gentlemen, I was wrong.
Who walked in? You said gentlemen.
Oh, nice. Well, rapists and murderers. No? Okay. Heathens. Because y'all do this show on a Sunday when y'all should be in church.
Well, look, your ass is here.
The building would burn down, okay?
Nice. Look, you're Matthew McConaughey. You can.
Hey, look, man, sometimes I just can't go in there, man. Burn down.
You mud.
I can't. I don't know where my Matthew McConaughey turns to Bill Clinton. I don't know.
Well, gentlemen, we started the end of the week last week at 58.36. I'd given you guys some wrong numbers earlier. And we finished at 60.42, which was a jump of 200 and some odd. I had the number here, but Makata here threw me off.
That's right. I tend to do that.
He took his shirt.
I took my shirt off.
Down in Kilgore. 206, increase in followers, which is pretty good. I mean, come on, dudes. We're at 6,000 and shit, man.
Yeah, and if you're one of our Twitter followers, first of all, thank you so very much for following us. You have no idea how much you mean to us. We really do. Please go follow our Instagram account. Please go on to Facebook and follow them as well. It costs you nothing. It really helps us out, and it's going to get us more syndication. And it's just a way of showing and be interactive, guys. I'm telling you, you have no idea when you make a quote on a little thing on Instagram, it goes straight to Shawn, and I really hope they fuck with you. I really do.
Yeah, you need to do one to Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick! So yeah, if you're on there and you're on Facebook, you're hitting us. If you're emailing us, you're hitting us. You have no idea. Like things that all our links are directly to us. It's not a median. There's nobody out there right now. When we get big enough, trust me, there will be. No, I'm kidding. It'll be like, hey, I'm too good for you people. It's like, chica. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know what that You guys are amazing. I like you guys. Thank you for being a part of our team. And for a very special gift for you, I'm not going to kill you. Not.
You're getting better at this.
I am.
He's all juiced up. He ain't been here in a couple of weeks.
I do. I really want to get good at his voice. So one day I can go to the drive-thru and be like, hey, I like a number one, but hold the fries.
Dumbass.
I don't like them. It's just squirrely and fried. It's like shit. No.
Are you ever gonna use that voice at your job?
You know what's funny? I did do, like I said in the show, I did do that. I've done Yuri. I've done Yuri on them all the time, but they don't get the jokes. They are very, very serious people. They don't get the Russians. They don't. It's like it's so random. It's literally like serious. I can't believe it. And they're like, what the fuck? Like they don't.
No sarcasm.
So they're really serious about their dildo talk, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but that's something. I mean, like I try to do that. Now that Aaron's there, it's gonna be a little bit more funny.
Aaron's there now?
Yeah, Aaron's there now.
Who's the Heir?
So yeah, no, Aaron's the giant Jew. He's
Pretty Rick.
Have you seen
when I was
the
gone?
Jew?
When I was gone, he took my spot.
Oh, Sexy Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sexy Rick is there. But yeah, like a lot of guys, they don't, not the guys like that, but they just don't get the, sometimes I'll think to myself, man, am I not that good at it? Like, is it me? Is it me? But then I realize it's them. It really is. It's them. They have no balls.
Just break out your Bill Clinton on him.
I could be like, hey, you guys, I know you like me. You miss me, don't you?
You need to work on your President Obama.
I don't know how to do Obama. I don't think I can do it. I can do Tyrone, but I can't do Obama.
You can do your Latino guy too, eh?
Oh man, come on, refresh my memory.
Chicano Ricochet.
Oh yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know I gotta do it, man? Actually, what's funny is if I don't do voices, I lose them, and it's hard. Like
bring him back.
Now Christopher Walken's actually starting to come out for real. But doing him again, it was like, I had to say certain words so I could get it. And now I can just pretty much pull it out of my ass. But what I want, if I could have any voice, would be
Sean Connery.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman?
Oh, yeah.
I want to do Morgan Freeman so bad. I just don't even know how to do it. And there's got to be a tutorial or somewhere just to figure it out. But I want to do him so I can literally like do prank calls. Because the Indian guys, I want to get... Hey, if you're out there, fuck you. Don't call me. What I'm saying is, call me if you're like one of those Indian telemarketers, because I want to be like, hello, my name is John. Have you returned your subscription to... John. Your name is not John, it is Haja, and you are living in the damn desk next to me. You keep hitting the redial button, you motherfucker. Every time. I want to be that guy who just fucks with them so bad. You tell your wife she makes horrible wajabi. Horrible. It's no good. You taste like shit. I tell you. Get out of my office. You
Also,
suck.
sir, we have a 2-deal special pack discount.
Two deal special packages. Have you turned in your what today? No, you know, dude, I'm telling you. But I want to do Morgan Freeman so bad. Man.
Gotta listen to Frank Caliendo, who does it well.
Yeah, he does. You miss your friend.
No, that's the line that he uses from Shawshank. And
Yeah, I miss my
some
friend.
birds were never meant to be kept. I know
That's
it's
Bill Clinton.
But it's a combination of things, though. It's his accent, but it's also the pace that he goes at, and then it's also how deep his voice actually is.
And it also depends on what movie they roll there in, because like Christopher Walken, I tend to do Christopher Walken from a series of films, certain ones, but he's not always like that. Like just recently I was watching A Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis, and he's not that guy. He's like,
He's talking like this.
yeah, he's like, don't believe everything you hear.
Yeah, that's him right there.
It talks like this. But you bye like
Yeah,
in
commercial.
Yeah, you see the
bye
commercial?
bye, you know,
Yeah, he
like
does it with Justin Timberlake. Freaking hilarious.
bye.
You kind of bring the cowbell.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. You know, I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell, which we have one over there. Like, for real. We got a cowbell. Ring that sucker. What I need is for you to do what I tell you to do. Yeah, see? Yeah! It's more cowbell. That's what we need. I got a prescription. And the only... what is it? No. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell. You know. So...
Ding, ding, ding.
Nice.
ding, 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 ding.
Well, we can get him to shut up a little bit there, Shawn. You can say something.
what should I even say? I
How
mean,
do you follow that up? I mean, I'm so good.
How's our Instagram doing?
Yeah.
well, actually, I'm getting some people actually following us again. So whatever that we had like a dead period of time that no one was following, no one was liking. I was like, are the hashtags not even working anymore? What's happening with Instagram? But we're getting some attention again, so that's good. I have no idea what happened, but
Not
hey,
enough teddies. That's what it was.
Need to post some more pictures of Joe Boo.
Hey, just for the record, for every 1,000,000 followers you have, for every post you put is $1,500. I'm not
okay.
kidding.
So I should start spamming.
there's some famous bitch on there who's like all insta whore up, and she has like 7.9 million followers. She says that for every 1,000,000 followers you have, every post is worth about $1,500.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's making times that by 8, basically, and she makes that for every post. And I guess she can do that because she can reach so many people. Here's the thing, though. As a company, do you really think people are buying your fucking product because some bitch's ass? Like, check out my fitness shit. Like, no, you serve no purpose but for me masturbating. Like, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, catch me outside. How about that?
catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, you got to sound more ignorant over
Yeah,
here.
you gotta be like,
Well, Kyle, I think what you're having is a problem. You're not really a monster. You're only a monster when you drink.
I am a monster. And I'll fucking kill you and steal your children, eat your babies.
I think you have a latent anger issue that stems from a daddy.
What else do? I also want to make a shout out to Kyle from Tokyo Munchies.
Yes, Batman.
Batman.
I don't know what it was.
I thought he was Wolverine. What?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
God damn, you suck.
Well, shit. Let's see here. We've been airing on this show now for what, 2 hours, and I think I've gotten all of 5 minutes speak time.
It's okay. It makes things better.
Yeah, but
Oh,
No,
we've been doing a lot of talking with Kyle recently.
Yeah.
For trying to promote him some stuff. So go ahead and go to TokyoMunchies.com. Go ahead and order some stuff from him. You know, he's got some good stuff coming.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he sent us a package, and I let my girls play with it. It was really cool, and I just think it's interesting and neat to have that kind of connection. And he, I mean, his stuff is really fun. It's just fun, and I think that everybody should give it a shot. It's not that expensive. It's actually very reasonable. I think that we have something from that culture is really neat, and I'm saying he's a really nice guy. Like, super nice guy. I tell you to shut the fuck up. This is my show. You get the fuck out of my house. Why? Because it is my rules and my way. It is not how the Japanese talk at all. Everybody in Japan's like, this motherfucker here. Mushy, mushy. Mushy, mushy.
mushy.
but anyways, you want me to do this, or you want to do this?
I would like you, sir, to display our affections towards Mr. Kyle and his munchies. If you could just be so kind as to put in your eloquence this dedication that you have towards the product in which he is trying to propel into the majestic nature of the edible universe.
What would you do if I said I love you? No.
You saying that shit wrong. Get the fuck out of here. I say that you are the worst singer I have ever heard, and I would rather stick my dick in a meat grinder than not hit the gong on you.
Wow.
That was Simon being nice to him.
Shut up, Simon, you asshole.
Who are you, Paul Abdul now? Anyway, we'd like to send special thanks out to Uncanny Comics again for being our sponsor. Black Forest Comics also for sponsors, along with Tokyo Munchies, who does give us a lot of cool things. And yes, if you do order something from him, tell him we sent you. Don't know if he'll give you a discount, but it's pretty cool for him, and he likes to hear that we actually had a part in that. Same thing if you go to Uncanny, mention that we sent you, and I think he may actually do something, or if you go to Black Forest. Again, I want to give props out to Shawn for his hard work on the website. It just took him 2 years to get it done.
It's still nowhere near done.
Jab, you fucking piece of shit. We need a new white guy. But anyway, I love you, bro. But it's looks
gotta
good.
be a white guy.
Well, it's because only somebody white would be willing to edit for you motherfuckers. Is that what you're saying?
Too fly for a white guy. But anyway, what?
You can't say that.
I can't not say that. I'm white. See? It's tan. Anyway, finish the shout outs here. Thank to our radio stations Beyond the Dawn, No Fucks Given, Sling Things Radio, which is Spunk Lube, which sponsors you. We already talked about that this past week.
You have no idea.
Getting your spunk on with the muffler.
It feels really good, guys.
A special shout out to Time Out and Virus Vodka, who has given us the gear so we can do giveaways, which we'll be doing next show on our pre-live show.
Yeah. And also give shout out to my brother over with the Boss podcast.
I don't give Bluto any shout outs.
He
The blue waffle.
He kind of represented us over at the Walker's Taco Con over in Tulsa. He went to that. Met a lot of celebrities.
Jesus!
Yeah, he met Jesus. And literally, they have a picture that says, what did he say? What did he say? It said
to the boss, whatever, that Jesus loves you. Yeah, because he plays Jesus on Walking Dead. Jesus!
Like
Not Kanye.
like the real Jesus? Or like Jesus?
Jesus.
That no wonder all the grass is cut on the show. I was wondering who was cutting the grass on the show. That there was all these zombies and nobody was cutting the grass, and I felt like, oh, this is bullshit. See, that whole tree would be whited up, but now that I know Jose's on there, we're good, huh?
Hey, cabrón, it was Hank Hill cutting the fucking grass, is it?
No, Hank Hill no cut nothing. He sell propane.
No, he cuts the grass with his lawnmower.
Maybe.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. I know because I weeded for him. That motherfucker still owe me $20.
Nice. And that'll be a funny joke in regards to that. Look, we're watching The Walking Dead. Look, it's Jesus. And Braden goes, that's not Jesus. Jesus is black. What? Don't you know? Apparently not.
And then also don't forget to go to audible.com/critical thinking podcast. Hopefully we can get some kickbacks. I haven't heard anything from anybody.
Yeah, so why are you pimping them fools? Stop pimping Audible.
Well, we make the money.
we make the money. I'm like, I don't know what you talking.
Well, I ain't seen no money.
I haven't
Don't
either.
worry, I ain't seen no money either.
Where my kickbacks? Where my reach around?
You do this for free.
We're supposed to be getting paid for this? Like,
You know,
All we're
kinda-
doing is getting drunk.
where's our lawyer at?
It kind of helps us with the show if y'all can just help us out a bit.
Yes, as we are making moves, and hopefully we will be part of the new Fandemic tour that is coming up here in September. We're in negotiations to get passes to be there, to help promote it and everything else. I didn't get the call today. We'll probably get it tomorrow. He did. I think he butt dialed me earlier this evening, but he'll probably call me tomorrow. I'll reach out to him again tomorrow, and hopefully we go and we'll have a great time. A lot of the Walking Dead people will be there.
Hey.
Michael Rooker, Negan's going to be there. Jeffrey Dean Morgan,
Bruce Campbell,
Oh, there we
Bruce
go.
Campbell's going to be there. Freaking the guy that plays Daryl. He was in
Glenn's gonna be there.
Glenn. So there's going to be a couple stars you may actually like.
All I heard was Bruce Campbell.
Nice. and what we learned from Eric is they're all huggers.
Sean Patrick Flannery and Norman Reedus are both gonna be there, so the Boondock Saints will be there.
That's what I was thinking.
Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, Bruce Campbell.
But the cool part is that I'm hoping the Iron Seal team will be there. You know, he played T-Dog. He wasn't in very long, but he was there. He knows brother Miguel. That's how he referenced me. And he gave me about 20 hugs, so we should be able to get an interview with him.
All right, Bruce Campbell.
I heard Lucy Lawless may come.
Oh, okay.
No, I was waiting for you to say Bruce Campbell.
No,
That's a
seriously.
lie. Lulu's all.
I don't care. Bruce Campbell. I just went la la because that's what she like to do. I
Yes.
don't want to see her. I
Who
wanna
is
see
this Bruce Campbell to which you speak?
No.
I have his homage all over my goddamn room.
Would you take all these posters and have him autograph them?
No, I'd be scared to take him.
I think we need a
scared?
black light.
That's scared.
As scared.
We need a black light. He said he has all his essence in his room. How the hell did you do that? What happens in this
We
room
were
stays
just
in this
talking
room?
about Spunk Lube, and you just done fucked up. Boy.
SFD, brought to you by Spunk Lube. And remember, Spunk Lube, if you listen, send us a bottle. Kyle needs some. He ran out. It's starting to chafe. Really bad.
Yeah, it really does.
Fire. Doom, doom, doom.
If it burns when you pee, it's no good.
Fire. I sound war.
What is the lube good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now.
I said war. Good God.
Damn.
What the fuck? And you guys are just looking at us like a bunch of fucking morons. Like we're. And he didn't drink.
They can't ad lib, dude.
It was like, we're letting y'all go. Just continue. You haven't got to talk, so we're letting you do your thing.
Oh, I've got to talk. I forced my way into the conversation.
Yeah.
I fit that shit in. I'm getting that shit in. Got to jam that bitch in.
It was really small. We didn't. It's like, boop. I don't even know. I don't even know.
If y'all are even here,
I used
if
too
y'all
much
would
this morning.
see what he's doing in this studio.
Don't see. It's not worth it.
Unsee it with your mind right now.
Trust me.
You're going to go home to bed tonight and talk to your girlfriend and think about what I just did.
Whoa.
I'm going to go home and drink some more so I can forget all about this.
All right, guys.
I'd fuck
Look,
me.
it is late. We got to go. It's awesome, guys, having you.
You'd fuck me.
It was awesome having everybody but Miguel in the room. And
My nipples are hard.
dude, stop it. Oh, Lord. Anyways, you got to go. We out.
Hey guys, you can connect with us on iTunes
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
and Twitter
At critic_thinking.
and also on Facebook and Instagram.
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Critical Thinking is on Beyond the Dawn Radio, which is known for playing the best indie radio music around the world.
On Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Central Time.
And if you like the show, please 5-star the episode and tell your friends. So thank you for joining us, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.